back to the channel, everybody. Crazy Texan, survival and prepping. So today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying this UST food ration bar. So just a little bit about it. Each bar is 400 calories. There's 6 servings per package. So you have 6 different bars. You're supposed to eat 1 bar, so 3 times per day. So this will last you 2 days, 3 days if you stretch it out. The total thing is 2,400 calories. There is 19 grams of fat. You have 9 grams of saturated fat. There's no cholesterol. You have 10 milligrams of sodium. There are 51 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of dietary fibers, 15 grams of sugars, included added sugars 14 grams, and there's 7 grams of protein. So, alright, and this is made by Mayday Industries, and that's in Columbia, Missouri. Alright, and it says here the manufactured is May of 2021, and the expiration date is May of 2026. These do have a 5-year shelf life. Although I do imagine in an extreme situation, if they're a little bit past that date, they're probably safe to eat. But alright, so let's go ahead and let's give this a taste here. Alright, we are going to open it up with our new Voodoo Goo knife. Alright, and I have noticed that with this, if you pull it out a little bit, then the frame lock locks it into place. Alright, so let's give this an open here. And I think that this side will be the best. Break that seal. And let's see here. Okay, so opening it up, the package itself does have a very, very strong apple cinnamon smell. So unlike the SOS or the Energy 5, the Canada Energy Bar, one thing that I can see is a disadvantage to this one is that these are not individually wrapped. So this is just a huge chunk of wafers. So once you open it, then it's open. So, and they are stuck together pretty good. We'll try and get one off here. Alright, I wasn't quite prepared for this. Let me go ahead and get a cutting board. One moment. Alright, so that right there, that's one strike against the UST food ration bar, is the fact that essentially it's just a huge chunk, just one big chunk. So it does have lines here where you can cut it off into squares. We're going to see how easy it cuts with this. Not very easy. Okay, so flakes off. So design-wise, I don't like the design on this. They're having it as just one big chunk. If you do have to stretch this out, once you open it, if you're in like an overly wet area, that can get wet. If you don't have any way to properly seal it back up afterwards, it's gonna be a problem. So far the SOS bars definitely have the upper hand on all of the packaging of the 3 of them that we've tried. So as far as like look and texture, this is exactly the same as the SOS as far as like the way it feels. It's like a little bit oily, but not bad. Definitely not as dry as the Canada Energy 5 bars. It smells there. It does smell like the apple cinnamon, as it does say it is apple cinnamon flavor, and it also has a it has a medicine-y, like a medicine type smell. Like if you open up like a bottle of pills and you have that kind of So, as you can see, it doesn't cut too well. And as I was saying, for whatever reason, there was a technical problem in the it cut it off there. But again, when we're comparing the three, if you compare the three that we've tried so far, if you compare the SOS bars, the Catadine Energy 5 bars, and these UST Apple Cinnamon bars, these Apple Cinnamon bars, they have some of the advantages of the SOS bars. I'm not gonna lie. The flavor is not horrible. They don't dry you out when you eat them, so it's not like you're gonna be consuming your water while you're also eating these. But as far as like the flavor, it's not a very strong apple cinnamon flavor. It could definitely be a little bit. When you advertise something as apple cinnamon, I would expect it to have a little bit more of an apple cinnamon flavor, but it's not horrible. I think that if you compare the three, the SOS bars, the Catadine Energy 5 bars, and this UST Apple Cinnamon bar, I would still have to put this under the Catadine Energy 5 bars. And I'll be honest, it's solely because of this poor packaging. This huge chunk, it's not well thought out. If you do get these, if you do decide to purchase these UST Apple Cinnamon bars, when you put this in your survival kit or whatever, I would highly recommend that you have a Ziploc bag to go with it, because after you open this up, unless you're just going to eat all 2,400 calories in one setting, you're going to have to store it. And I don't think that, especially if you're in a wet area, I don't think that this packaging is good, because if this gets wet, I got a feeling it's just going to dissolve into nothing. It's just going to become a mush, and it's probably not going to be, it's. I don't see it being redeemed like the Catadine Energy 5 bars. So, flavor-wise, I think that it is a little bit better than the Energy 5 bars. But the Energy 5 bars, I got to give it to the edge to the Energy 5 bars because of the simple packaging. Because with those ones, each bar was individually wrapped. You can break it up. You can make a porridge out of it, which is good if you do have small children. This is really hard, and I think that with small children, the Energy 5 bars is going to be better because you can just make a porridge out of it, add a little bit of sugar, and you'll probably get them to eat it. So, not bad, but I'm probably not going to stock these up in my survival stores. I'm probably not going to get any more of these. These things here, I can see being a one and done. I don't plan on having to go through this problem again of trying to figure out how to cut it and how to divide it up. So, we got 6 people. If we got a package of the SOS bars, you get 3 of those per day. You open it up. Hey, here's your bar. Here's your bar. Here's your bar. You're good to go. With these ones, it's like you got to cut it and you got to divide it up, and it's just it's if you're in a survival situation, you're going to have enough going through your head than trying to figure out how to divide this food up. So I think that I personally would not recommend these based on how they're packaged. They don't taste bad. I mean, they taste probably a little bit better than the Energy 5 bars, but I would go with the Energy 5 bars. So SOS bars, Catadine Energy 5 bars, and then the UST Apple Cinnamon bars. Right now, these ones are on the very bottom. So, but bear that in mind. It's the only reason they're on the bottom is because it's just a huge chunk of food. So if you don't mind that, if you can say, oh, you know what, I'd rather have the apple cinnamon flavor than the shredded wheat flavor, then just make sure that and this is one of those things why it's so important to open up your stuff. Don't just have it sitting around and say, oh, I'm good. Because you could buy a case of these and think that you're good, and then you open it up and all you have is this huge chunk of food, and you know, how are you going to divide it up? How are you going to, you know, you can't, like, it's not like individually wrapped. So then, and well, you don't have anything, you know, on the side. Oh, I mean, hopefully you have some Ziploc bags because you know, you're prepping, and so you're getting prepared for stuff. But I think that these ones here, I don't foresee me stocking this one up. I would definitely go with the SOS bars over these ones, as well as even the Energy 5 bars, although those ones are a little bit dicey. But I would purchase, if it came down to, you can get Energy 5 bars or you can get these ones, I would go with the Energy 5 bars because you just add sugar to those, and I think you'll be okay. But anyway, that's it. So there's your UST apple cinnamon survival bars. I don't even know, you know what? I'm not gonna call it food fresh ration bars. We're gonna call this the UST emergency food ration rock, because that's all it is. It's just one solid brick. So does it taste bad? No, but if you're in a survival situation, this is not what you want to have to be figuring out as, well, how do I cut this up? You know, you prefer when you open it up, you pull a bar. If these even pull apart easier, it would be different. But they're not even. There's lines around the edges. There's lines on the top and stuff. But it looks like, I don't know how well you can see this, but there's a line right here, and it looks like you should just be able to pull these apart. But the line, it's just decorative. It doesn't go through. It's just one solid chunk. So I'm disappointed. I expected more from this one. Definitely low on the list. Not for the flavor reasons, but just because of the fact that this is not something that I want to have to deal with. That's just my opinion, but I think you're better off going with the SOS bars. So like I said, we still have to try the Mayday bars as well as the Grizzly Gear bars. I think Grizzly Gear bars are up next, then the Mayday bars. So, but anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Please, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Share it out. You know, prepping it has to start somewhere. And right now, politics aside, if you open your eyes and you look out, you know, you're going to see that, you know, the whole world is facing challenges right now. And it's going to get a lot worse before it gets any better. And if you don't start prepping now, it's going to be too late. You have to start. You have to get your mind right now before it does turn bad. You don't want to wait until it's bad. Right now it's bad, but when it gets bad, it's too late. You've already missed your window. So, I think I paid $7.99 for this. The price isn't bad. I think I paid more for the SOS bars, a couple bucks, but well, I didn't pay for it because it was, you know, cash walk and upside. But I think that a couple extra dollars to have individually wrapped food, definitely worth it. So, but anyway, thumbs up. Please subscribe. Consider subscribing. You know, especially if you keep coming back to watch my videos, I would really appreciate the subscription. You know, hit that button, and when you do, hit that bell so you get the notifications when I do send out a new video. Right now, I'm buying I got to get a couple things, not too expensive, but I'm going to be getting a couple things, and I'm going to be doing some. We did just get the Mora, and we got those ferro rods, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of stuff with that. I got some projects in my head as how we're going to make that, you know, improve that Mora to make it a kit. I've been watching a lot of other videos, and getting my ideas and stuff going on, and we're going to do it on the channel. And then the one that we do on the channel is actually going to be part of the giveaway when I do finally hit 250 subscribers. That Mora is going to be part of that giveaway. So, anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share it out, do all that good stuff. You know, if you do leave comments, it does help with the algorithm and push the video out to other people. All right, until next time, stay crazy.